Welcome to the tutorial on how to check your own PDF files for accessibility using Adobe Acrobat Professional 9 as your tool. Some of the features that you can use to check for accessibility include checking to see if Adobe Reader or Adobe Professional will allow you to use the Read Out Loud feature or the Reflow view. There's a quick check feature that you can use that really does just a quick, simple check. A full check where you can compare it against different options such as Section 508 compliance. One check you can do is to save it as a text file to see what it would look like if the person were to use a Braille printer to print out your PDF file. And then you can go in and look at the tags and the order of the content to get a sense on how structured the document is. One of the first checks that I could do is I could do View, Zoom, and Reflow and get kind of a sense on how things are. Or View, Read Out Loud, activate Read Out Loud and have it read the page to me. If it refuses to do either one of those two things, chances are you're dealing with a scanned file that needs to have optical character recognition applied so that you can work with the text. Some better checking options include going to the Advanced menu, clicking on Accessibility, and then choose Quick Check. So here the Quick Check results tell me that the document is not structured, so the reading order may not be correct. And I can go to the Reading Preferences panel and modify the reading order, and I can work with the touch-up reading order to get what I want in terms of the order of the document. And that's not surprising when I look at this page and I see that there are several text boxes floating around on the screen, which is one of the tips that I recommend against for Word users. This other document, if I do the same thing, Advanced, Accessibility, Quick Check, this document says no accessibility problems were detected in a quick check. However, in both cases, it is recommended that I use the full check command to check my document more thoroughly. So the full check feature is under Advanced and Accessibility, Full Check. And I have various options that I can select. I can have it create a report that I save and look at later, that it puts comments into the document, and various options that I am concerned about. And those options will be different depending upon which collection of checking options I choose. For documents that I create for WVU websites and WVU online courses, I would probably be concerned with Section 508. But there's also the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines to choose as well. Here, the different checkboxes show all the things that it's going to check. And then down at the bottom, there is a Start Checking box that when I click on it, it tells me that I have problems, and in the pane there that has a little accessibility icon, it gives me a warning of that. And some of these items, these are the different items in the Section 508 guidelines, and it's pointing out which things are automatic and which things need to be verified by the user. If I go and work on my other PDF file, Advanced, Accessibility, Full Check, and then start checking, then I see that there are images with no alternate text, and as I click on each of these links on the left, it points out what part of the image is highlighting the image that does not have the alternate text, and I would need to work with some manual tagging in this particular case to add alternate text for my images. Ideally, you would put the alternate text in the Word document before you convert it to PDF, and again, remember to use the PDF Maker macro before you convert. Another feature that you can use Adobe Acrobat for with your PDF file to check it for accessibility is to simulate a Braille printer by saving your PDF file as accessible text. And then you view that saved text document in word processing software such as Microsoft Word or WordPad. So I return to my document, I go to the File menu, I choose Save As, and then instead of saving it as a PDF file, I choose a different type, and I'm looking for the type called Text Accessible star.txt, and then Save. And when it has completed saving, then you can start up software that can read that saved file. In my example, I'm going to use WordPad which is available on all Windows computers, and open up that saved document and see what order it put the things in. So if someone were to print this document off on a Braille printer, this is the order that the things would be printed. So we see that my alternate text for my image precedes my heading. The permission block precedes the abstract, but that is because I changed the reading order, and I think that might be affecting it. And we can see that this is a good order there. So you get a sense of any possible problems if someone were going to be using a Braille printer to print your PDF file. A couple of other things that you can do to kind of check on the order of things in your PDF file, to check it for possible problems with accessibility, is you can look at the reading order. You can look at the tags and view the content, which, if you've ever seen HTML web pages, you'll see information in there that looks like tags and the actual content included within each of those container tags. So just a quick demo on how to bring up those different panels. It's View, Navigation Panels, and then you can choose Order, or View, Navigation Panel, Tags, and you can expand it. If you see a plus sign, you can click on that to expand it. Same thing for the order. If something is closed, you can expand it. And then the content pane, page by page, and there you can see the containers for the different parts of your document. Again, looking at those particular items, the order and the tags and the content panes, at this point you would just be using those to see if you have anything to be concerned about. This concludes this tutorial on how to check your PDF file for accessibility with Adobe Acrobat Pro.